Good afternoon, YouTuber. It's a beautiful night, but I'm going to take a little wander along the forest drive. It's going to be a bit dusty, but helmet though. I've changed the microphone again. No, the microphone is the same, right? But I've just changed the gain on it back down to low because I think it was getting a bit of I don't know, interference type thing before. But if this doesn't work, I might have to put the boom mic back on and take this little pad mic out. So, but we're going to have a little ride across the forest drive. So, Chip, you alright? You alright? I'm alright. Track the ride. These gloves don't work on it, so I have to do this.
Let's go.
Let's go. So, open all the vents. Flipping it. Open the vents. Open the vents. Then there's a car coming. How's about that? I'm going to track the ride on the Motorcyclist app and see what happens. And off we go. Got to keep the visor. Ooh, it is windy, mine, but I've got to keep the visor open. I had to have the visor open a bit there, like flipping heck. It's really hot to buzzard up there. But we've done Hexham earlier on today, it was 26 in Hexham, so when we got back home it was still 20, so don't know what it is now, but it's still quite warm, I think, like. Just trying out of the mirror a bit, because I just changed that mirror and that's alright. I hadn't really set it to forest drive. Bit of a skid there, son. Yeah. I've just been up here with up the route and quarry with Bodie for a walk along the track. But it's quite warm for him. Like, I mean, I had a walk along the track, like in the shade with in the middle of the trees, like, which isn't too bad. Like one of the tracks where it hasn't been felled, like so there's still a bit of shade there. Like even though the sun's high in the sky, there's still a little bit of shade. But Bodie's not that. When he gets fed up, he just stops and looks at you. Say, come on, let's go back. And yet other times he just wants to walk. But I think the temperature now, like, although he's got him probably a little bit exhausted, but he's cut fairly short actually, like, but so we're up on the pegs now, so doesn't really need to be on this stuff. Like, I mean, it's rough gravelly crap, but it's not really muddy shite, like, so. I've got the Honda lightweight jacket on. The only trouble is with this, the battery pack to keep the camera plugged into the power supply without relying on the camera's battery. The pocket on the jacket's on the right hand side, but the but the camera lead, and the camera's on the left hand side of the helmet, and the lead isn't quite long enough. It does go across the front here, but it restricts your head movement a little bit, and not worth it. So I'm relying on the camera battery once again. This is the Kielder Forest Drive, and it's going from east to west. It's going from the A68 Burness to Kielder Castle. So the nice clean Himalayan is going to be dusty. It'll not be muddy and shite, like, well, hopefully not, but it will be dusty, like. The big, if you can see in the mirror, I don't know if you can see the dust trail behind, but like, I mean, there's no need to brush the flipping belt along it, you know, like, I mean, I'm going down to 40 miles an hour there, like, I mean, I was doing a little bit more before, but there's no need for it. I mean, if you want to enjoy the drive, just the forest drive, just take it easy. The gravel and the pebbles are a bit flippy-dood, alright, but yeah, what the hell. Lovely night for it though, absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. There's a couple of places I bring Bodie along here now, the side tracks, right? There's some great little side tracks, right? Oh, that guy might be a bit lost. He's got his map and his compass. So he slammed his brakes on him like a bit, I think. That's a good one down there. Before you get to the barrier, turn right. You can't, it's built up so you can't take a vehicle on there, like, but comes right along the back of this little bit of forest here, like, to the walled area. It used to be a bloody settlement house or something, like, a long time ago, like, but it's a nice little walk along the burn there. Blakenhope Burn. You see, it's the trouble with the cars. You see, they treat some of them, the younger ones, like sort of treat this as a rally stage, like, and they come flying along it, like, and it's dangerous because you loose gravel like this. Brakes aren't that much good, I'm afraid. Slam the brakes on and you just keep going. But it used to be a rally stage, like, the RAC rally used to come through here. I mean, we still get the border rally, but nothing compared to what the RAC rally used to be. I mean, I don't know why they actually stopped that, like, but obviously there must have been a reason for it, like, but actually, I'm not sure if the RAC rally still goes on, actually. Coming out the sun into the shade and then back into the sunlight, I'll be playing havoc with the camera, I should imagine. I should imagine. I've been going to do a little video along the forest drive for a long time, like ever since I first got this Himalayan. I think I've been going to do a video along here, but I've never got round to it. I mean, don't get us wrong, man, it's not just the Himalayan I would bring along here. I would bring any of my bikes along here. Any of them. The Harley I'd be a bit concerned because stone chips on the paint work, like, but I'd still bring it, like. I would, like. Beautiful, beautiful. It's a 12-mile stretch on the forest drive, 12 miles from the toilets at the Burness east end of the forest drive, Burness, to Kielder Castle in the west. 12 miles. Whoop. Whoop. I'm going to say I should have cleaned my visor, like I haven't cleaned it since I was out yesterday. Just still spotted with a few bugs. Whoop. Whoop, little birdie. Planting here, like, you know, tubes, like, looks as though they put some deciduous trees in there, some broadleaf. I think they're mixing them up again, like, but I think it's going to cause a bit of trouble for the squirrels, that, like. Because one of the reasons it's been a good stronghold for the red squirrels here is because it's all coniferous trees, conifers. And the red squirrels thrive in that, but the greys cannot, you see. No good to the greys, they cannot feed in it, so that's why it's being kept out. But they're starting to put broadleaf in deciduous trees. Well, I don't suppose it'll be long before the greys end up in here. They'll have to be watched and managed. Otherwise it's going to decimate the red squirrel, unfortunately. And I'm going to cough, I do apologise. No, dust might have to get up underneath my helmet. Bugger. Pigeon or a cuckoo? Pigeon. Pigeon! There we go, up the summit now, here we go. Let's stop here and take a picture. Breakhope neck, or Breakhope head. Yeah. I'm going to have to move further forward, I'm afraid, because the bike's on a funny angle with the stand. It's liable to tip that way. Let's get that open for a start. Look at that view, man. Right. Get over without dropping the bike over that way. That should be alright. Turn her off. I'll just leave it on the video. I'll pull a couple of pictures off there. This was a little tower here, Breakhope neck. Look at that, man! Wow, 1,500 foot, 457 meters. The Nick Visitor's book. This is a. There you go. Hopefully you'll be able to read that off the video. Impressive because you can sit here, look out that way, and you can look here, look out this way. This is north, that was south. This is a SSI as well, like a site of special scientific interests. Be for the heath, the heather, and obviously that way. And that's down the drive, that towards Kielder. That's stunning, man. Stunning. Right, we get back on the bike and carry on because the battery will go flat on this camera. That's west, that's east, south, north. Heather, Eastland. The Himalayan. Used to be a place here I used to come with a Land Rover. What's that, Ernie? Ah, it's down there, that's it. With the Land Rover Safaris we used to have here. They used to charge you a fortune for it, like, but I mean it was all in a good cause, like, because it went to mountain rescue, the money they made. Well, as far as I know they did anyway. We've done a couple of them, like, but I don't know what you need to pay for it when you don't have to. You know what? Because we live here, like so. Right, let's crack on towards the castle. That's Blake Nick. Get on the pegs again. Conservation area, it's a SSI, site of special scientific interest. You can get the visor doing because of the dust flipping that in the eyes. Am I still tracking the route? Well, I hope so. I hope it's working when I'm tracking the route. I mean, not that you really need to track it, but I just thought I'd try it out on the Cali Motor app to see what it came out like. 6 miles to the castle, so halfway across the drive. This drive isn't open all the year, mind, because they shut it down for the winter months, because sometimes it does get a bit of snow on this on this drive, and I've been across it before when there's been quite a bit of snow on it. Lot of wind. Microphone is on the lowest gain again, so hopefully it's picked it up without too much distortion. If there's a lot of distortion, like, I will have to put the boom mic back on. I think it's a little hard microphone, just not going to cut the mustard, like. Just it's a shame if it doesn't, because it's much better, because it's tiny behind this cheek pad, so it doesn't move the cheek pad out at all, like, so. I think they must have graded this a bit, like, because I don't know, it's just to be absolutely horrendous for potholes, this, like. But it looks as though it's been scraped, graded, the grader's been along it, and then the roller. Maybe. That's thick gravel. Whee! Hey, you better skid there on the back here. Keep off that front, like. Keep off your front brake on this shit, like. I think with the beauty of it being a single pot engine and all, because the engine brake's quite good on it. But the rear brake, if you grab a handful of front on this stuff, like, I mean, it's supposed to be ABS, it should be turned off, but you can't turn it off on this model, like. But if you grab a handful of front brake on this shite, like, you will be flat on the arse, like. It'll be on the bottom, like. You don't have the camera to pick her up how rough this shit is, like. There's a bit of tarmac a bit further on, like past the farm and what have you, like, so. But that's not what it's all about, the Forest Drive. Forest Drive is this, but today's the Forest Track, the Forest Road. Stunning though, stunning scenery. Lots of wind. Lots of wind. Yeah, fence it. Must be going to replant that or planting it now. But that's fairly new, that deer fence, like. There's sheepfold down there. I hope that the camera's picking up it's a tiny little lens, like, but the scenery, like, it's just beautiful. Beautiful. I don't think I would bring out the ride out through here, like. I mean, I have took some terrible places, like, but not on purpose, like. This is the other barrier that's usually shut. This used to be the only barrier, so you would get right across to here and then find out you couldn't get any further. But they've put one right at the far end now to stop you getting to that point right along here. This is the farms, like, here, like, so. Rough surface, naked. Oh, yeah, fella. Lots of skylarks around as well, like. I get quite a mixture of birds of prey around here as well, like, actually, like, highly protected stuff as well, like, so I didn't like to tell you which. So they didn't make note of where the nest, the ospreys do, and keep the water further down, like, and have a osprey watch on, so there's places that you can go and you can watch them from the designated areas, places, like, so. Beautiful, like. Beautiful. Dead waterfall straight in front of her up there. It's a golf ball listening station, and I doubt it. I don't know if the camera will pick it up this time. Like, I've tried a few times to pick it up on this camera, but it's actually dead in front of her now. Like, dead waterfall. Sheepies. Yeah, you know. Oh, this boot good. I'll be coming back along here. I could go the long way around, but I'll come back across the drive and get it from both directions, and hopefully the camera will last. There's a little bit of tarmac. Oh, sorry, you know. Kielder building. A farm along this way on the right. Down to another farm, not the one we've just come from. Scrooge, we'll see when we come back. Scrooge farm, or something like that. Actually, I live on the brink. It's the first time I've been across here for quite a while, actually. I think the last time I was across it was, they were harvesting on it, and it was rough as rough, that. Then, I mean, didn't come across on the bike, right? It was come across on the bloody truck. There's a few hides here and all, like wildlife hides. Different places along the drive. Back to the grabber shite. Back to the grabbly bit. I think that was a wildlife hike doing there, like, I'm not sure, like. I mean, there's lots of bloody videos on YouTube about bikes coming along here, actually, like, but for me, living here, well, at the other end of the drive, although it's about time I'd done one, like. Just for me own records. So when I'm 99, I can have another look at it, and then I can just nip out, hop on the bike and try it again. There you go. That's it, we're at Kielder Castle now, right, just about. The mountain bike, oof, that's a big bump. Mountain bike trails crisscross this as well, like. So crisscross all over, like different routes and different difficulties. And there we go, and Kielder Castle, folks. I'm going to turn around and go back up there. It is there, like, I'll take a decent look. toilets there, there's Kielder Castle there. Down there's the Anglas pub in the village. Along there's a bit of chalets and caravan place. Round there, like, I'll take you up to the car park, show you up to the car park. Bike hire place. Some people camp overnight up here. They're not supposed to, like, but they do, like. A bit of sunshine there. Thanks for visiting, no problem. I'm back along the drive now. Right, we're heading the other way. We're heading west to east now. We're going back home myself. I've got the sun behind me now, so the video mightn't be as bad jumping around with a white balance. Ooh, yeah, fella. White balance and what have you, but yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it's going to come out alright, and hopefully you can hear my voice. May not, but as I say, you can only do these things and try them to see what works for you, like, so. I mean, this isn't the quietest bike for wind and that, because there's no protection on it really. Like, that little screen doesn't really protect the wind off your off the helmet around the microphone very much, so it can be quite noisy wind wise. But we'll see what happens. Oof, that was a gust. A bit of a gust. Keep the speed down a bit, like 30-40 miles an hour, like. Got to keep a bit of momentum, like. You've got to keep moving along, like. Not so much here on the tarmac stuff, like. This is that farm, scoop farm, that's it. It was S. Scourge, scoop farm. up that way. These poor little bloody sheep, we said, he's just went down here, the bugger's come back to disturb her again. We were lying in the road, poor bugger. We had to get up anyway. We had to get up for a car coming through here anyway, so lying in the dust on the bloody gravel, that's got to be comfortable, not? Bumpy, bumpy. Dusty old, dusty old, dusty old. Yay! Wasn't watching my car. I was watching up the hill there. Get back on the other side, back down. There we go. And sideways. I got a flat tire. I hope not. Oh, I think I might have. I think I might have a blunder. Here I am. I'm stuck. I've got now to fix it with. I think I might have, like, it's, I'm gonna have to stop here, like. Yeah, it's not flat. Must be just me. It's a bit of rough grown, corrugated, washboardy type shit. There we go. I forgot. I'll keep the visor open for a bit. Up on the pegs. Ooh. It's a nice cool draft from me bits. Still got my visor up, like. Too new. This bloody Himalayan is really comfortable standing up on the pegs, mate. It really is. The position is pretty good on it. Like, well, for somebody my size, like 5'8", it's pretty perfect. Coming out the shade there, like, and, just wondering if I'm coming up doing that track on the left there, like, there wasn't, like, obviously you wouldn't expect it to be, but the hell, you never know, like. You never know. Can't see Luke behind you when you're up here, like, I can't see the mirrors, like, but this is a rough shit. Can't freaking sideways. That's like deep gravelly bit, that, like big bloody big nuts of gravel, road stone. Oh, it's lovely and cool on the well, you get quite a bit of coolness on the on you standing up, that's for sure. I've got my bike jeans on, like, actually, like, I've never had these on for a long time either. But I thought I'd put them on. Check to see the phone's still on there. On the quad lock. Mate, I think they're flipping three or four bloody big potholes there. The flipping torque on this is kinda good, like, I mean, it's getting up here and change gear if I want to build up a lot of speed, like, but it's gonna do it anyway, I think, without changing gear, like that long stroke. The torque and the long stroke engine, look at that flipping effortlessly. Flipping amazing. Black coat Nick again. See ya. Don't know when, but I'll see ya. That's what we're going to be going doing again now, like, at the summit. Actually, my yes just popped there, I don't know why, like. 475 metres, 500 metres above sea level. Got my ear popped there. Got a bit skid on the back wheel there. In the dark. Woo! It's in the dark. I'm scared. The Himalayan will be saying, well, I've never been off road before. It has, like, but it's never been brought along a track like, well, it's the way this is getting brought along a track tonight coming back anyway, like. That's a gorgeous night, like, flipping beautiful, man. Well, standing up, it's giving me a bit of good shake, that's for sure. Shaking them loose. Skid there. Skid there. Back in fifth gear. The shite off my helmet, I can see better. The flipping dust is looking sticking to the front of the helmet. I hope the bloody camera lens isn't covered in the crap. That'd be a shame. Well, that's the second eastern barrier there, like, so we're getting close back to get back to the toilets and the A68. I hope this was recorded, like, I hope you can hear me voice and all above the wind and this, with it being low gain, as I say, on the microphone, like, but, we'll see. Even if it, well, if it works, it works. If it didn't, I've still had a brilliant little ride, like. And a smile on my face most of the way. Potholes, boom! I tell you what, the suspension's amazing. It really could, like, we had just skips across them bloody potholes, like, skips through them, like. I mean, they must be 3 inches deep, some of them, like 3 or 4 inches deep, and they just put them straight over the top of them. That's the first barrier on the east end. Yep. That track there on the left, at the end, that barrier, that takes you up towards the mast, the telecommunications mast, and the spring where my water supply comes from, actually. The raw water supply. Well, that's going to be fucking 12 mile on my feet. Back across the drive. Or on my horse if I fall off, like, of course. Like there's a bit of canny bit skid there, like. Yeah. That's it, folks. Toilets on the right there. No, it fell off, like, or what fell there, like. No, who fell off? Unless it was just a bloody bit of pebble. But you know, nah. There's Burb. I'm going to go back and have a look, like, just in case. I don't think there was out in my pocket, like. I thought it was just a bloody bit of rock, like. I've no way I'm going back up here for, like, because if I get home and I find out something missing, I know where it'll be. It'll be here. It's probably just a pebble getting flicked up off the front wheel, like. Or if I get to him and I've got no keys and I can't get in, then I'll know. Help, I can't get in. Oh, motorhome. Right, that's back on the tarmac now, like, so down we go. That was brilliant. Flippin' loved it. Loved it, I loved it. That's it, back on the 68. Now we've got all of 3/4 of a mile or something to get to him. Now it's windy again now. Yeah. Windy! Can you hear it? Is the microphone working? Woo-ha! Dancing alien, tell her we're keen for the jolly. throw it out. Yay! There's home! There's my flag! Yay! Yay, yay, yay! I wouldn't have seen what the big thing is. What thing? What? Message? Round we go. Round we go. Woohoo! Right folks, I'm gonna sign off here. Not at home, so I hope it all comes out. So thanks for watching, stay safe, and we'll see you on the flip side. Bye for now.